Hey, Chris, how you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I just came back from a tough squash game that I was kind of set up to lose. Like I was playing somebody above my level. Like you know, it was like the Dodgers and the Jays. Like the odds were in the Dodgers' favor, and why would the Jays win? It's sort of like one of those situations. And
It's too soon. Too
it
soon.
was 2-2, and I got two games off of him surprisingly. Um, and then I promptly lost in the last set. Of course I did. Fuck, were you watching
Yeah.
over there in Germany? Did they play baseball in Germany?
No, I don't give a shit about baseball on a good day. I guess I would have liked the Jays to win, but more so because I guess I want Canada to be happy. Like not
Yeah.
because of anything.
I think
Man,
Canada needs a win, I think, overall, like just in general, and it could have been nice for Canada to get a win.
is our country just taking L's or what?
Yeah, I think our country's taking L's. I think our country's taking L's for sure. Oh God. Like
Yeah.
like Doug Ford putting an ad up and then we get attacked by Trump and tariffs are back on. Yeah.
Tariffs are back on. Teacher strike in Alberta,
Well,
being
teachers went
forced
back
back
to
to work.
school, being forced back to work this week.
It's a raw deal. I think they're getting fucked over.
I don't quite understand what's happening. I don't get how they can send them back to work, for one. But also, I kind of read how big class sizes are, and it's a little ridiculous. It's a little
Dude, it's
crazy.
35 it's 35 people and 10 of them are retarded. Like
Yeah.
what are you supposed to do?
Do you I remember like a 32 person classroom where like the shitty desks were at the back of the room. I don't know how you fit 35. I don't know how you fit 40. Like is it standing room classrooms? I don't
Yo, that's a
what
good question. Like at some point like yeah, you're right. Like the classroom size is like physically too small to hold too many desks.
I guess you can, you know what? We did have like gap hallways between desks. You could like squeeze in there, but
Oh man, I don't know. I mean, 30 is kind of
I
like my psychological barrier. Like I can't handle 30 people when they're at my Christmas party. Like, I feel like I don't get enough time to talk to them all night long.
yeah, totally.
Never mind, like a 1 hour math class. You're like on average giving them 2 minutes
Yeah,
each.
yeah. I definitely am supportive of the teachers having smaller class sizes. Um, yeah, I don't know. Does a teacher's assistant help like a little bit? I
I
don't
think that
know.
it totally does.
It does, right? It
Like,
does help a bit, right?
it's like, oh, I don't know how to fill out my Scantron. Like, an assistant can help with that. Or like,
Yeah,
what's
true.
my ID number? But I can't imagine just I don't know. I have so many teacher friends. It's like it's a lonely job, right? Like you're just in there by yourself. You're not with any adults, and then like 30 parents are just relying on you and they yell at you if their kid comes home shitty when it's probably their own fault to begin with, you know? They're like, "Ah, why is my kid shitty?" And then they like
Oh,
helicopter parent them at home. Like it's just a fucking raw deal, I think. So,
oh
teachers and
yeah,
nurses, man, nothing but respect for them from me.
yeah,
Just dealing with shitheads all day long.
yeah. Yep. Mad respect for teachers for sure. Um, Side note, Japanese kids are amazing. And it's lovely to work as a teacher in Japan because they're really well behaved for the most part on average. I saw
Probably.
like a tiny bit of disorderly conduct, like the tiniest bit, but almost nothing, you know.
Like how bad? Like what are they doing? What's disorderly there?
Like there was okay, out of my four different schools I went to, and I went to a total of I want to say about 30 different classes I saw, maybe 30, maybe even 40. There was one shithead kid out of all those 30 or 40 classes. And he was like cracking jokes in class. Like, yeah. And then I did
Oh,
see something that was funny. I saw the ruler come out, like from like the 70s kind of concept. Like he got hit with a
does it
ruler.
still have that? Oh shit. But
Right?
not
Like
by you? Like
not by
who?
me,
Where were
but
you?
oh, I'm an assistant teacher in that
Oh,
classroom.
you're an assistant.
So
Okay.
sometimes I take over and I'm like in charge and stuff. But for the like,
Bro,
it was pretty
I
cool.
totally forgot you even taught before. So you know exactly what it is. I
Uh,
forgot you were a teacher.
yeah,
Shit.
yeah. So side note, yeah, I was in Japan for one contract for 7 months just before COVID struck, and
How
I taught in like north of Osaka, and I taught grade 1 to grade 6.
okay, that was my question. And then how big was your class size?
Ooh, good question. Okay, I think the biggest class I had in Japan was probably 25 students, maybe
See,
28. I don't
that's
think it
like a
was.
reasonable number. I don't know.
Yep. And for the younger grades, I feel like it was even as small. Like I had classes that were only like 16 in some like smaller ages, but for the most part, it was 20. I don't think we ever broke 28. Um, yeah. And then remember, I'm the fun class of the day, which was interesting to me. Like their other classes aren't fun. English is the fun class, right?
Right.
So, the kids are looking
Interesting.
forward to English. They're looking forward to like goofing off and speaking dumb words. They're just for the most
Fun
part, it was
class?
enjoyable.
Fun class for me was always, I guess, PE
Yeah.
and I guess math.
Yep. Oh,
Yeah, cool.
yeah.
Well, man, I missed you when I was in Calgary a
Yeah, you
couple
did a
weeks
little
ago.
flyby. I kind of sad minute into you, but that's all right. What did you get up to?
Honestly, it was like mostly a work trip. Learned a couple things though.
What'd you learn?
Number one, um, like my work rented a apartment for us, right? Because like so many people visit headquarters, and it's like what is it, $3,400 fully furnished. I would argue that's like reasonably priced. There was some other shit that was like over 4K, but so I stayed there for like 9 days, but it's actually just not that good. Like because like I don't know, maybe because I'm a startup, like we don't actually have like corporate services team, right? So it's like it's just a random person at the office that's keeping the keys and like it's actually like way better to just have a hotel and you check in and when you're done, you don't have to like do your laundry like it's in a hostel and you just throw your key cards at the front desk and walk out of there, right? So I actually, now that I've done it, it's
Oh,
something that I think sounds sexier than it actually is.
oh,
Way
is
better
it?
just
Wait,
have
you're
a
saying because you
hotel.
have to do the laundry of the apartment? Like you have to clean the,
Yeah.
you have
And
to
then I
make
have
the
to
bed and
like
stuff.
go back. Yeah. Then I have to like go back to the office and like drop the keys off, right? It's just like extra steps.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds. I mean, the hard part is because you have travel days, so travel days take it out of you, and um, that's a little harder. But then, wasn't there some niceties about like cooking? You had a kitchen.
I think the problem is you've kind of just rented like an Airbnb that's just yours, but there's like not enough stuff in there. You know what I mean? Like it takes time to get that critical mass of like having oil in and butter in the fridge and shit like that. And
Totally,
like,
totally. Having
and
having your
then I guess
tennis
like,
racket in the storage thing, or like having things that you
yeah,
are yours, right? You could slowly
yeah,
build it, I
totally.
think.
Yeah, you could, but because like everyone's using it, it's not like, it's not mine, right? It's like the
Yeah.
company flat. So I think it's actually better to have hotel. I would say ditch it. We just got it for 6 months, but I think it's better just to spend that money on like a hotel.
Interesting.
Yeah.
When I was traveling a lot for conferences and work, um, I really leaned on Airbnbs. Um, I really loved having having a kitchen, not having to go out for breakfast, like being able to just have a nice fridge to use. Yeah, I don't know. I got used to it. I got used to getting like trying to get a big Airbnb. Also having a desk, a proper desk is nice. Sometimes your hotel desks are just small, but I don't know. It kind of works. Where would you
Yeah,
normally stay if you had a hotel in Calgary?
honestly, I think most people stay at the Fairfield Marriott that's next to the Beltliner because it's like close to our work.
Got it. Yeah,
So
nice.
I just stay with friends. It's so much nicer because then you're just in a decked out house that has everything,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, but it was at Park Central, and honestly, the living space isn't that big. Like the layouts aren't that good. Like those new condos, it's like an 800 square foot two bedroom. So like most of the condo is just bedrooms, and it's like super tiny living and kitchen area. So
Yeah,
not a fan.
I feel like newer places definitely they eke out a lot of space. Um,
Totally.
yeah, trying to having like a big living area is more rare these days.
But like a friend of mine just moved into Colors, which is sort of like 15 years old, like
Is
late
is
2000s.
Colors Kennington? Is that right? No.
No,
Where's
uh,
Colors?
Beltline,
Okay.
like first and 13th, just above Proof
Oh, okay, right there. Yeah, yep, yep, totally. Yep.
and layout. I think those late 2000s were all good layouts, like bigger units, like 1,000 square feet, actually like reasonable.
Yeah, I can see that. I think your retro layout was pretty sweet. It was decent.
It is sweet. Okay, but do I sell it, man? Because they're putting up that fucking 69-story hotel right in front of my window.
Oh, so wait, where does the hotel go? So the hotel is on the, oh, in that parking lot. Is that where the hotel goes? Oh man,
Yeah.
you lose your whole view. Um,
And like all sunlight. Like the building's twice as tall. It's 70 stories tall.
you still get towards the south, right? Wait, are you
Yeah.
the south side is the what's it called? The halfway house place, right? Alpha House.
Mhm.
So that's not disappearing. So you lose your eastern side? Huh.
Which is like the big side though. Like if you remember my unit, most of my windows face east.
Yep. Um,
So do I sell?
I think you look at the appreciation on that place, you should sell it regardless. Like it's not a good invest. It's not
What's a
that great investment, you
what's
know?
that's a terrible investment. It's
Like
just
we're
I'm
talking
paying
about
that thing off as slowly as possible because it's like it's honestly just been flat for 10 years and it's been a 15-year bull run. Like like for sure would have been better off renting if it wasn't for like pride of home ownership.
yeah. I was looking at this week was my variable rate went down. So I'm at like 3.6% right now. And
Yeah, they just cut 25 bips on 3 days ago on the
and for being
30th.
like a lifetime renter, I'm pretty stoked that like wow, my interest isn't that high on a
Are
pretty
you
expensive house.
learning why are you now learning why interest rate cuts help the economy?
I mean, I knew. Okay, well, that makes sense. It's occurring to me that like, oh fuck, this is cheap compared to rent. At the moment, like my rent would be more than this. Um,
I don't want to
but I don't know. I'm
I don't
not
want to
sure.
think about it too much because it's like the bank turns a knob and it's just like everyone be poorer and then they do and then that cools off the economy and then they turn another knob if the economy looks like it sucks and they're like okay everyone keep $50 more and it's just a completely fucking it's
Yeah,
totally made up.
I mean that's why you go variable rate and you don't think about it at all. And I don't, for the most part, I don't really think about it. Um,
I think historically if you look variable has always won. So unless you have some sort of mental condition where like that just makes you too anxious, like I think
yeah,
it's already been shown that like mathematically it's always the better choice.
I think so. I think so. Um, then again, I mean, oh man, home ownership, not apartment ownership, is a different beast. Home ownership is definitely different. I feel like there's a lot when you
But
have
there's a
more
decline.
exterior walls and like land to
Yeah.
maintain. There's stuff that happens, and
It's erosion, dude. Everything is just
yeah,
breaking over time. So like your roof, 15-year, 20-year life, except for hailstorm, which would just fuck you. Like just straight line depreciate 20K per year, right? Like over 20 years. Like that your roof costs you $1,000 a year to have, essentially, because in 20 years you're gonna need a new roof.
So, I mean, that's definitely true. And the way I see it is, okay, so it's sort of like having a really old car, you keep seeing things break, right? Having a
Yeah.
105, 110-year-old house. So like here's what I see. I see my front fence and it's peeling now, and I see this ugly green below it. And I'm like, oh, that's gross. And I'm like, oh God, I gotta paint this fence. And like just all these little erosion things. And it's been painful. Also, because I'm trying to make it better, my task this week was I was trying to build a shed. Because I want to put my motorcycle in a shed because I don't have a garage, and I wanted to keep my motorcycle slightly nicer. So I bought myself a metal shed. I didn't I didn't know how sheds work, to be honest. Like I didn't know what the process was for putting up a shed, and it's a lot of work. You got to build a little gravel pad, and to build a gravel pad, you have to like dig a hole, and digging is hard. I've never had to dig a hole my whole life. Oh my God. Oh God. It's so much work.
Lucky guy.
Just put a shovel yesterday, just trying to dig a 6-inch hole that's like, you know,
I
32 square
know. And
feet.
then the
It was
problem is like,
brutal.
and then the problem is like you have stuff, right? Then like if one day you move, you're just like, what the fuck do I do with this shovel? Then you just like free shovel in the alley, I guess. Or like you have to find a place to store it. Like I think like that's why you almost need to decide that you need to be like an introvert homebody because you're just
Oh my
like
God. So this is
it's
why,
like
man, so many things here. Okay, I've been telling you, Chris, I've been a little depressed. Have I told you that recently? I'm a
aren't we
little
all? There's a general everyone has a general malaise. I'm a little depressed.
okay, I've been a little depressed, and I think it's mostly that I'm a homeowner homebody. Part of my life has turned into a homeowner homebody, and I'm just looking at my life like, fuck, am I a homeowner homebody for another 20, 30
Yeah.
years? Ah,
Bro,
fuck.
you're talking about which dog park is the best. I'm just cringing over here.
Exactly. Yeah.
You're like, I walked my dog. I'm like, cool.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, I had a thought though, where like when people own dogs, it's just like a local maxima, you know? You ever tell you about that concept?
I get it though. Tell me. Tell me more.
You got it right. I don't have to
I
explain
got it
it.
right away. Local
It's
maximum for
worse
sure.
for it's worse for women. It's worse for women, right? They get the dog and they're like, this is way better than like a shitty boyfriend. But then the dog becomes their personality and they can't go out on spontaneous dates or anything because their dog needs to be walked. And they actually, by having the dog, they actually prevent themselves from having something better, which is like a loving partner is way better than a dog. But they just get stuck on the dog and like everything else around it looks like it sucks. But now you have to take like a huge step back to actually go get the thing you really want. So,
Ooh, that's
local
interesting.
maximum.
Local
It's a
maximum.
trap.
Interesting. It's a
I think if
trap.
you're a single chick, do not get a dog. It's just, it's a trap. Like, you'll just fuck your own ability to, like, meet a dude. Unless you meet another dog guy, then your dogs combine. Maybe that's the way out of it,
There's paths out of it, but that is kind of funny. I get the concept of
right?
a dog taking over
It's
your
like,
life.
hey, you want to get some drinks after work? And it's like, no, I can't. Like, I gotta go let my dog out. Like, I think it's just, you need that flexibility to meet people. So I think it's just like a trap. I think probably for single guys as well. But
Yeah,
somehow I always feel like chicks have more dogs. More chicks have dogs, I feel like.
huh. I can definitely see that in some ways. I mean, part of my Halloween was taking Lyric to, dog treating, you know. She
Ugh.
had a little costume. She was wearing bat
But
wings.
did you meet other dog women while doing that?
I mean,
Maybe you
Lyric
could,
met other dogs. I don't know if I met anybody else. You don't.
why
This is a
why
messed
would
up
a
concept.
dog need to meet other
For the
dogs?
most part, for the most part, when you meet other dogs, you only really ask what the dog's name is. You don't go through human introductions. You just do dog
You gotta
introductions. This
I
is
think you
this
gotta
is the
break
Lyric
that
when
paradigm.
she's 2 years old. Oh, who's that? Oh, how old are they? Oh, gets Chubbs. He's 4.
You're
Great.
literally leaving on the table possibly the best part of having a dog is you get a free icebreaker. So I think if you're not using that, you're wasting it.
It's good. It's definitely good ice breaking. You're right. And I think I've done at my dog park. There's been some good interactions, but ah, that's okay. Yeah. So I don't know.
Okay,
This
so
homeowner is my life is putting up a shed this week. Oh God, it's
so that's why you're mildly depressed.
just slightly, just slightly. It's not.
Like
It's not
one out of
overly.
10.
I think I definitely hit a 4 in the last month, but I'm getting through it.
No, that's not. Is that slightly? That's right below half,
I
dude.
realized I hit a 4. I don't think I'm at 4 now, but I can I don't know. It's also just getting older, and I think life is less exciting. I don't know. I
Yeah,
think the
man.
hard part is
I was.
I have high watermarks. Having a high watermarks makes it difficult.
I know.
But
God, tell me about it. I think maybe that's why they call it the hedonistic treadmill, man.
yeah,
But I was thinking the same thing, dude, because my barber, who I was just at this week getting my hair cut, he's like 24 or 25, and they just have like 15 years, man. They have a different fucking type of energy, dude. You know what I mean? They have like a killing energy that, like, honestly, for me, it's like half gone. Like I'll only kill if it's super easy now. You know what I mean? Like they're then they're like, "Yo, let's hit the gym." I'm like, "I just not interested, man. Like I'll just get injured if I lift too heavy." Like I'm in maintenance mode. I'm not trying to like put on muscle and like eat caloric excess. You know what I mean? And I was like, "But I remember being you, and I'm kind of sad that I'm not currently you." And it's you just jacked up my depression level by another point. I think what I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna join his gym and see how far behind I am. But I need like a benchmark, right? And like hanging out with like a 24-year-old, I think is the fucking answer. Because I used
yeah.
to lift a lot. And so I fully empathize with you, buddy. I'm like a little depressed as well to just be like, fuck. I'm old. It's cold. My knees hurt when it's cold.
Yep, yep. So we went
Yeah.
out and we watched the Jays yesterday, and that was depressing. Did you even watch the game in Germany?
I just know that they lost
Huh. We went to
in overtime.
there's a couple cool bars in Bridgeland now. That's pretty happening. Um,
Oh,
yeah. So we went to a place called Gin Bar, which was pretty nice. Um,
gin bar
yeah, it's like a Korean fusion kind of place, but it's pretty westernized.
that had baseball.
Yep, yep.
Hmm. I guess
And
Otani's on the Dodgers, so
they got
there's
three
Asian.
Japanese guys over there. Man,
Yeah,
Otani
one of them got
pitched.
the MVP,
Yeah, yeah. He was the pitcher for the final couple innings there, I think.
but I don't
Um,
even know what makes a baseball guy good. He hits the ball better.
okay, so I'm a bandwagon jumper for sure. I only started watching baseball because the final two, matches for the Jays.
Yeah, I know.
Really, I don't really care. It wasn't interesting enough to buy a hat. Is the line right? But I know enough about baseball because I played 4 seasons of softball with a few people. Um,
Do you know hitting a baseball is hard?
it is really hard. It is
Yeah,
really
super
hard.
hard.
Yeah. I think the most important thing is your hand-eye and your ability to read and last minute adjust. Like I think you can be a little chubbier. You don't have to be perfectly in shape. Like that's not
It's
that
almost better.
important.
They all have like the powerlifter bod because they need to fucking torque that bat into the ball to like get home runs, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
these guys are basically, yeah, it's all rotational. It's a lot like golf and tennis, I would say, where you just gotta fucking rip it and like
Yeah.
hit the sweet spot. But then like the pitcher's doing crazy shit. Like you don't know what kind of pitch is coming, and then they're all hella fast.
They're
So
hella fast. So I think I don't know in the game last night, like a slow pitch is like 80 miles an hour, and
yeah,
then in a fast pitch is like 90 or can even hit 100, right? Um,
totally,
it's wicked fast. So I've gone to enough batting cages to kind of know how much I suck. Like,
totally.
did you ever go to a batting cage in Japan? You never
No,
did. Oh, they're awesome there. They're so awesome
are they
there.
better somehow? I think I've
Um,
only been to a batting cage zero to never. I think I've been once, and then I hit like three, and I was like, yeah, I'm good.
um, I think we have one batting cage across from kind of near
Shoal
Bonus there.
dice.
Yeah, Shouldice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I've been there a couple times. Um, I don't think you like choose. I don't remember how exactly it worked there, but I've gone to like a batting cage maybe like a handful of times when I was in Japan, and from what I remember, like you can go into a lane that's 70 kilometers an hour, or 80, or 90, or 100, or 110, and for the most part, I can hit the 70s somewhat,
Okay.
and then I'm missing all the time in the 80s, and anything above that I suck, and that's kilometers an hour. So, you know,
It's like 50 miles. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, I suck. Is what I'm saying out loud.
Totally.
So then I also know I suck because when I was teaching in Japan elementary school and I got to know the teachers a bit, I got invited to go to the junior high school to play baseball because I don't know, part of my like rapport was I used to play softball. So they were like, "Oh, Adil, come play with us," and I got struck out by 10-year-olds. It was,
Oh,
you know,
damn.
I like, no, I guess they're 12-year-olds, 12, 13, 14-year-olds. But yeah, struck out like every time went up to bat. I didn't hit a single ball. It was brutal. And I think that's the other factor is that like softball isn't baseball. Softball is way easier than baseball.
What is it? A bigger ball?
Yeah, the ball is like
And
this big. A baseball's like that big, right? And then it's
and
also
is it both
thrown
overhand?
underhand. It's thrown
Oh
underhand,
yeah,
right?
way different. Because you can't rotate the ball as much. Like you can't put spin on the ball
Yeah,
underhand quite as much,
yeah.
right?
So
It's like hitting a slice, right? A slice on tennis always looks like a slice, but like a topspin ball looks five different ways.
yep. Yes, I don't know. I have mad respect for baseball players. I think to be able to hit at that level is a whole other gambit. It's like you're a special genetically, your genetics are really good that your eyesight can handle the speed, and your reaction time's like top notch. You're like super specialized. It's not
And
even
I was watching sometimes I watch John Boy Media where he like breaks down sports plays and like that actually helped me appreciate baseball more. Cuz like there's like on TV you can't really tell if you're just like casually watching it, but there's like a complete mind game going on between the pitcher and the batter,
I can do that.
right? Half of it is you're just watching them play mind games against each other, right? So it's a it's a pretty cerebral game more than just getting drunk and eating pretzels or whatever people do.
I think that's mostly what you do. Um, People who I was with last night kind of mentioned they really liked watching baseball more than other sports, like more than hockey, because they could sort of not watch. Like it's an easy game
Yeah,
to
totally.
not pay attention to and just like,
Exactly.
kind of like
It's
look on your phone a bit and then you see it and then like it feels like you're paying attention for most of it because you got to catch most of the game. And it goes on
it's
longer, I
easy
guess.
to it's easy to not participate in the mind game. To be like, oh, a hit. And it's like going so slow. And then like back in the day, like you could go to a Jays game for like fucking $12, right? Like sit in the second tier, then like walk down when you realize no one's at the daytime game. It's just like something to do with your friends.
Yeah.
You know what I do? You know what I do now with some of my friends? Just min bet $5 blackjack. And you basically play
You're just
break
chatting.
even cards.
You're just
Yeah,
chatting with your
so
friends
fun. It's
playing
so
$5
fun.
blackjack. That's kind of enjoyable. I
Yeah,
get it. Totally get it.
yeah.
Yep.
You just burn an hour, maybe you lose like fucking, I don't know, 20, $30. But like you just play slow and like, yeah. That's what baseball is. You're
I
just
like
hanging
that.
out with your buddy next to you.
I'd be up for blackjack if you ever want to go. That sounds like fun. I'm in for that or even
Yeah, I haven't.
just slow craps. I could do that too.
Slow craps is hard because, like, if you're playing it right,
Yeah,
at some point you just have like $200 on the table, and then you have to kind of get into it.
I get it. I get it.
But
I
like
think
blackjack's always five. Maybe it's double, double, split and double. Maybe it's 20. I don't know.
yeah, I don't have too much
So
desire to play poker these days. Um, Also because I'm just not good anymore. I definitely
yeah.
haven't leveled up enough to get better.
What's your how are you gonna get out of this mild depression? Because I also need advice.
Man, I think the only thing I know I need to work on is is my sleep actually. Um,
Mm,
I think that's probably one of the leading causes of it. Um, and it's actually me oversleeping, not not like I'm oversleeping. I'm sleeping too much, and that's the part of the problem I think.
maybe
Um,
that's a sign of depression where you just want to stay in bed and doom scroll.
yeah,
I don't know. Some of my weekend mornings are like that, and it's I know it's such a bad habit.
I think there's another factor too, which is I don't know. This is what my friend was telling me. My friend was telling me like you don't care because I don't know. You're not making like I think when you're making money on your businesses, you get excited about it. It gets you into an excitement, you know, kind of
Sure.
like momentum. And I don't have that right now.
Yeah.
Like I'm nothing I'm excited about that I'm making. So that's part of it
Mhm.
too. I have this longer term project, which is my house, which I know will take a couple years to kind of like keep plugging away at, which has been good. It's been good to like do stuff slowly, and that does fill in some holes. But yeah, I don't know. I think I would I kind of I need to join morning clubs with people who do stuff in the morning. Um, I don't know what those are. I'm sure they're like there's like probably like startup breakfasts and like networking things and like run clubs and bike clubs and probably dog walking clubs.
Totally.
Um, I got to go to those. Get out in the morning, meet some new people. Oh, what was I supposed to do? Next Friday, I was going to go to a startup event. Is that Friday or Wednesday? I don't know what day that is. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's one of my methods I need to work on is my mornings. Um,
That's a good actionable item at least, man. I think for me it's like physicality. I think it's like too easy to like rot in this basement suite. Like it's pretty comfortable. Always have the internet. Just like make a coffee and like ingest information. But I kind of like force myself out even today just to like get some fucking fresh air and socializing going on.
yeah,
But
I'm trying to think of other things I need to do. Yeah, I don't think I'm social enough. I probably need to get out and do more social things.
well, since you're not making money, do you think that you're living like the retirement is boring life?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm doing. And it's to be honest, I'm privileged to be able to do it. Like this is supposed to be what people aspire to, you know?
Yeah, you're on Coast Fire or like one of the
Exactly.
fires.
Definitely on a fire for sure. And it's it's not it's not that great, I think. It's but it's okay. It's a different vibe. And I know there is like a light at the end of the tunnel in some ways because I think the one cool thing that I get out of it is my project house will eventually be done and it'll be it's fucking dope that I did whatever I did here. And that's fucking cool. Like I'm excited for my hot tub to show up and my sauna to show up and my cold plunge to show up and my
Is
solar panels to show up. Yeah.
that on a boat now, by the
It
way?
is. It is probably shipping out in about 3 or 4 weeks. We ordered
Oh,
some last
sick.
minute stuff that kind of added to. We're pretty much at capacity now. I probably still have. Okay, here, help me answer this question. If you have 10% volume of a sea can remaining, what do you do
Okay.
with it? What do you fill it up with that's a consumable of some sort that you just want to bring over to Canada? Do you order like 10,000 fidget spinners? Like what is the thing that I should buy just to fill up the 10% seed can that I can't
Was
lose
it
in?
is it like the front 10% right before they swing the door close? Or is it the top 10%, which is like super hard to pack because shit doesn't stack right? You know what I mean?
I think it's both.
Like how,
I'm pretty sure if I were to guess, you could probably squeeze in another 10% on stacking things to the fucking ceiling. But I think there's a
okay, so
10% that's like right before the doors. Or you could
yeah,
remember,
yeah, yeah.
we didn't even order the sea can yet. You order the sea can, you know, for like a few days before you want to ship it, and then you load all your shit in, and then it ships, right? Because you're renting the sea can.
How do you know? How do you
So
know you have 10% then?
so you're right. You're right. This is like there's a guy in China who counted my stuff, and it's just like he's got a map laid
He's like,
out. He's like,
You got
well, he's
10% left in this
well,
container.
they're used to this kind of thing. He measured. There's huge crates of stuff, right? So he kind of
What's a
bulks.
high margin thing? What is a high margin
But
thing you
what's
can
something that
buy?
you would also maybe wouldn't mind having? I guess I don't know. So I was contemplating doing this. I was contemplating ordering a bunch of junk off Temu. Um, because Temu's just got tons of junk, but like also like it like I think what I heard is like it's a 50-50 winner, right? Like you could, you know, but you get stuff like a patio umbrella for like $35. You get like you get like a lot of crap that you can get. I don't know.
Is it for yourself though, or are you gonna like
I don't,
resell
I
it?
don't know. I don't know the right answer. All I know is what do I do with an extra 10% of my C can?
What
And then
about like what about like Chinese market only things like cell phones? Like, are there cell phones that you can only get in China? And should you just get like a pallet of that so that the hardcore enthusiasts are just like happy you imported a bunch of phones that you can like
ooh, that's an
sell
interesting
for like
idea.
double?
Yeah, there's probably something
So I
that's
went
small that like is Chinese only, right? Yeah.
totally. There's got to be stuff that's just like domestic market only, especially like electronics. Sorry, I went straight to profit centers.
It's
Just
true. It's true.
you could fill it with labubus. Just fill every gap with labubus.
Totally. You couldn't lose a Labubu's. No way.
Fuck, I was just at a party when I was in Calgary and I saw my very first labubu. I don't get it all, but like they're kind of charming. The theory is the general malaise, like everybody has no money, that like the only joy they have left is like a pointless luxury item like a labubu because they can't get an LV bag, which is like four figures. So they get like a labubu, which is like, oh, I have like $100 stuffed animal. It's my mini luxury now because like everybody's just broke. So that's like the economic theory of why labubus are popular because it's like actually a sign that like people can't buy more luxurious shit.
Wow. I have no idea, but okay, that makes some sense. I mean, it sounds like I don't know. It sounds like a fad that took off, but I have no idea. Um,
Oh, totally.
and some
Yeah.
rarity associated with it. Yeah, I don't know.
It's an interesting question though, what to fill in your sea can.
Yeah, if you think of anything, let me know. But I mean, I might take the next 3 weeks and order some stuff that I actually need. Um, that would actually be useful.
I've
But
heard
I was
like
thinking small things might be smart
I've,
to fill up.
I've heard like window coverings are super cheap in China. I don't know if it was you telling me that, but like you could like upgrade all your blinds and shit
It's a good idea.
for cheap,
That's a real good idea.
like really cheap.
Hmm.
Yo, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Um, it's interesting that your cold plunge and stuff is coming because when I was in Calgary a couple weeks ago, I went cold plunging twice, but because there's like these inner city joints now. Like two of them just sprung up. One is called Offline Wellness Club, which is very Gen Z in name. And then right above Rumble Boxing, they opened like a big group sauna and they have 4 cold plunges
Wow.
called
Okay.
Primal.
Interesting.
No
So,
vowels.
can you give me a like what did it look like inside? So was it okay? Was it a private thing you booked, or was
No.
it public? So it's public. Okay. So is there like four steam saunas and like two dry saunas and like four cold plunges and showers and locker rooms for guys and girls, and then massage therapy as well? Is that kind of what it was?
It's more Spartan than that. One big sauna room, 4 cold plunges that are separate, and each cold plunge can hold 2 people. But generally, like people aren't in the cold plunge with a stranger. It's like if you're just with your friend, you kind of, out of courtesy, both take one so that you're not using two.
Okay.
And then just one group sauna. And I think the expectation is like you just go for like an hour. It's also like a socializing thing. Like I was just chilling with my homies and you're just chatting in the sauna, then you go to the cold plunge and you maybe do like 2 or 3 cycles and then you're done after like an hour kind of thing, right? Like 15 minutes in the sauna, 3 minutes in the ice plunge. That's 20 minutes for a cycle and you do 3 of them and then you just shower and get out of there. But like you did something healthy instead
Interesting.
of happy
So,
hour.
so I have a friend who really likes, these kind of places, but they're like European spas, but they're private. So what you do is you book it out for 2 to 3 hours, and it's a there. It typically comes with one small sauna, one small dry and wet sauna, and then maybe one cold plunge and a couple like bucket dunks, and
What's
and
a
there's
bucket though?
like there's this bucket that's filling up with
Oh,
water, and then you
that's
pull a
funny.
rope
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it dunks you in cold water. Um, and then typically they also have is like they have a little like living area where you can like sing karaoke or like play a board game or just
Okay,
chat and drink. So
those bathhouses exist in China, but is that a thing in Calgary or
yeah, yeah.
Canada?
So there's
Oh,
two or three of them that I know of, and they're little bathhouses that you book and you can go with I don't know somewhere between
how much does
six.
that cost?
I think it typically costs about $50 a person, 55 a person. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, and they're reasonably nice. Yeah, they're a good time for similar to what you were saying, but you get a little more socialization and you can bring some food in if you want to. It's a good nighttime kind of thing.
That's funny. I just got a text. I saw it on my WhatsApp. It said, just finished a sauna sesh. So yeah, it's like 45 bucks to drop in here, and I think you're kind of paying like inner city pricing.
Sounds like
But
it.
depending on what you want to do, it's also a way to meet people because you're just chatting with people. You could, in theory, chat with people in the sauna. And I think actually part of its business model is that it's somewhat social.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's another one in the south that's like that, but
Yeah, I
they
know which one you're talking about.
Cedar
It's called
SC.
Cedar.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. But they have like four different saunas. They're all like different flavors and like I don't know,
Totally. I'm
eucalyptus
just
and
like, give me the hottest, driest sauna. I need my mitochondria to bake, as
yeah.
per Dr. Rhonda Patrick. Um, but when I go back to Calgary, so I bought a 5 pass for 100 bucks,
Oh, that's
and then
cool.
I made them extend the expiry date. Like I told them I was out of town, from out of town.
Wait, they shouldn't have an
So,
expiry date. They shouldn't have an expiry date. It's not legal. You
yo, I
can't
don't know.
you can't sell gift cards that expire. It's just the rules in Alberta. They
Yeah,
should they shouldn't do that.
but like, how much is it enforced, man? Um, my friends, they have you just pay 200 a month and go unlimited, so you can just go like 3 times a week.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if it gets grimy over time though. Like
Could
like I
be.
look at that sauna and I'm just like, there are parts of this that are not being cleaned. I almost guarantee it. So
Yeah.
I think it's nice only because it's new, but
Yeah. I think the one you're going to is like brand spanking new, right?
totally, it's
So
only
the
like
Europe
2 weeks old.
so the European saunas, the one I'm talking about, I feel like they've been around for like 5 to 10 years or something like that. These ones, and I feel like they started more underground. And yeah, there's the tiniest bit of griminess, a tiny bit. Like, but it's like an old. It's because it's like an old dry sauna. You know, the wood's rotting the
Totally.
tiniest bit, but it's not. I think I don't know. I think if they have
My
really good cleaning protocol, it's not that bad.
my initial theory, though, based on I went twice when I was there. My initial theory, though, is when you add the cold plunge, you it like self-selects for hardcore people. So I
Totally,
want to say
totally.
that it's a better looking crowd
Yeah,
than
yeah.
because like here, if I go to the sauna, it's just like a fat guy in a sauna. Because like once you add in the cold plunge, it's like, oh no, you have like you need a certain amount of willpower to want the cold plunge, and if you don't have enough willpower to not eat, you also wouldn't go to the cold plunge, so it self selects.
Definitely.
That's my that's my early hypothesis because I only saw hot people. So
I think your hypothesis is probably correct. Cold plunges are brutal. They're fucking cold. They're not
bro,
enjoyable. They're for your body, right?
the key, and I go hardcore. I'm like neck down, hands are in because you lose a ton of heat through your hands, and yeah, it's not fun.
So what did the cold
It's
plunge
a
look like? Is it a barrel?
no man, it's a metal fucking rectangle that's metal, and it's so cold because the metal somehow just makes it worse.
And it can fit two people in there. So it's a
Yeah, it's think of just the
wide
metal
barrel.
box.
Oh, interesting.
No sitting, but you could, in theory, like extend your legs beside each other, like it's
Huh.
2.5 feet wide, maybe. It's like 2.5 feet by 4 feet by like 2 feet, 2 or 3 feet deep.
That's pretty much the
Like when
one
I'm
I.
sitting, it's to
That's
my neck.
that's pretty much the one I bought, by the way. That's exactly the one I got.
But is yours metal?
Yeah. Sorry. Mine is a metal tub surrounded
Yeah.
by red cedar exterior.
Oh, okay.
So it's got
These are just metal. Like they're super industrial.
oh, interesting. Okay.
But like it doesn't matter. But the metal I think is hard because like if you lean back and touch it, it feels colder. I don't
Got it.
know.
Got it. Got it. Yeah, yeah,
It'd be
totally.
like if the freezer it'd be like if an industrial freezer door somehow touched your bare ass. You'd be like, ah,
Yeah.
cold.
Cold. I've been to different ones. Like one I saw the other day was in a European spa. It was a gigantic barrel that you had to climb a ladder to get into, and then climb a ladder down to get down into. And that was cool because
Mhm.
when you touch the ground with your toes, like your neck submerged, right? And if you're short,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
you're
yeah.
underwater. Like I think you have to. If you're 5 feet, I think you have to tread. Like I don't know. I think
That's why
it's
I don't think that's why I don't think the barrel makes sense because its height it's tougher for short people.
yeah.
Whereas like if you sit in it, you have more control.
I think it's because
I will
there's like
tell
a
you though,
bar on the side where you put your feet on, so you don't have to go to the bottom. I guess, but I could, I
I
guess.
will tell you though, man, if I fell through thin ice in a lake, I would die. Like when I'm in that thing, I can't move. I'm like barely holding on, just sitting there. Like, can you imagine falling through thin ice and then in your clothes and then like needing to swim? I think like I just give up.
You could do it. People do it. You could do it. Have you heard of
I'm like
like?
drowning and I'm like looking up, trying to find out which hole I fell through and I can't
Okay,
even
wait. If
see.
you're
And I'm
under
like
the
freezing my
ice,
ass
you're
off.
screwed. You're screwed. Under the ice is. You see those people who do the lions, like the fishing lines, and they have to swim from one hole to
Bro,
another
that's
hole.
pure
Terrifying.
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 Dude,
Terrifying for sure.
why
But
why need that extra danger? It doesn't make any sense.
it's exhilarating. Okay, I had to do it once for Tough Mudder, where I had to swim under a weir in an ice bath, and the weir was only
Scary.
the weir was I want to say 2 feet down, so a 2 feet weir from the surface level. So that's not a crazy swim, but and honestly, you just have to get under it and then you come back up, right? But still, a little
And there's like
horrifying.
a safety guy probably like making sure no one's drowning.
So the reason why it wasn't that bad is because I had already ran like 5 kilometers, and
So you're hot.
I'm hot. And honestly, on the first touch of the ice plunge was awesome. And then it was freaking
Yeah,
cold, but I was out by the time I
that's why I was thinking like, but like if you're in the winter and you
oh,
fall through ice,
freezing cold.
I'm like, I'm dead.
So
Anyway,
some people do polar plunges. I know there's a big thing in Vancouver to do it, to swim in the lake there or
you
the
just
ocean.
run into the ocean. I think
Yeah.
that's a little different, right? It's not ice.
Okay, well, I
I
think
think
the hardest thing about ice, I think, is climbing out. I'm pretty confident that's where you have a brutally hard time because you don't do a pull up. You know,
you can't, right?
you have to like army crawl out of there, and
You kind
that's
of have to
hard.
mermaid yourself up because
Oh
if you
yeah,
just grab the ice, the thin ice that you fell through would just continue to break off.
yeah, yeah.
I'm just telling you, if I'm not out of there in 30 seconds, like that's the window, that's the survival window based on personal experience in those cold plunges. And that was an 8 Celsius plunge. Like I can't even imagine if it's actually zero, it'd be
So
worse.
from my understanding, cold plunges go down to 3 degrees. Three degrees is the lowest you ever go.
These ones are 8. These ones were 8 because we asked them.
God, they're 8. That's interesting. I
And
think
then
that's
some people were like, "Oh, well, you went in with someone, so it's actually like easier because
warmer.
like I'm like, yeah, get out of here. Like it's not noticeable."
That's funny. Yeah, I don't know. Um, so
But I found like
how long do you plunge for? You plunge for a minute? You plunge for 30 seconds? 2 minutes?
we try and go for 3, but I think we cheat it because like as soon as like the it's a digital clock in there, so like as soon as it turns numbers, we're like, "Fuck, let's get out." But it's like never the full amount, right? So it's always
Yeah,
2 and change, I guess.
yeah,
Guess you could round up, um, but I found like lifting heavy helps with that discipline, right? Because like it's gonna suck, and it's like the less you think about it and you just do it. Like when it's time to plunge, you just fucking walk in there, like turn your brain off. Don't dip your toe in or anything like that. Like you just get in there and like sit down. I think that's the solution.
yeah. I think so. I think coming from a
But I'm
sauna
like,
is a good way to go. I think that makes it easier slightly.
oh, it does. It does for like 30. It buys you like 30 seconds, man.
It does. It does. Yeah.
Yeah. That's dope, though. I'm excited that you're gonna basically have that. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see how my solar setup goes. That's a huge
Are you
gamble.
gonna
I don't know what I'm doing there,
are
but
you
we'll
gonna
see.
do it yourself or no?
Um, I think I'm gonna
You gotta run. You
hire
need an electrician to like hook them all up, right?
to hook up the panel. To be honest, solar panels are really plug and play these days. They're like
Yeah, sure.
they're literally just like plugs. They're not complicated at all. It's the panel that you have to hook up. Okay, this is really dumb. This is not the smartest thing I did, but I'll tell you what I did. Um, I bought a off-grid solar setup. So I can run my cold plunge and sauna off my off-grid solar setup where it's never connected to the grid. Does that make sense?
Sure. It's just a separate circuit that's not attached to your house at all.
Exactly.
Why
So,
do you think it's dumb?
well,
Well, you need batteries because you can't.
correct. So
Typically, when you want to be in the sauna, it's not sunny out.
I mean, I don't know if I've sized everything correctly. Is part of my problem like I'm kind of chat GPT guessing on what I need and also I'm making a whole bunch of assumptions that I have enough roof space on my actual tidy house roof. You know, so I mean I think I'm definitely unconventionally doing this. However, fundamentally the cost of the setup is really cheap compared to what most people do and buying a proper solar setup. So I think
Two questions: battery setup, and two, like, aren't you interested in selling back into the grid? Like, I'm
yeah,
pretty sure in the summer everybody nets extra.
yeah, yeah, true. Um, I think my plan is okay. From my understanding based on what I count. Um, I won't have excess if I tie in my hot tub.
Mm.
So I think what I'll do is probably run like a double circuit to my hot tub where I can hook it to my solar or I can hook it to my grid, is my intuition. So I don't think I'll run excess. Um, yeah. Why did I do this? I don't know why I did this. I just I wanted to. I saw this factory in China that sold off-grid solar setups. I felt like I had enough skill to understand it all and be able to install that myself. I thought it'd be fun to learn it. I didn't want to just outsource it to somebody else's brain and somebody else's know-how. I wanted to like grind myself to learn it, and this was my setup to do it. So I figured, fuck it, let's just buy it. What's the worst that could happen?
I know that's what
Doesn't
I know
work.
that's what you like. I know that's what you like to do. That sounds terrible to me.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Um,
I get it.
like you're not going to reinvent solar. Like gigawatts have been installed on billions of rooftops. I don't know, but
You're
hey, try not
you're.
to kill yourself, I guess.
I think the hope is that I learn tiny intricacies that I don't understand now. Like maybe I'll be like, oh, okay, I truly get, what the power consumptions are in the summer, winters. Or like my hope is, I don't know, maybe I'll learn something about off-grid that I don't know. That maybe off-grid will be useful in the future. That could be
What's
cool.
but what's the difference between off-grid and on-grid solar? I mean, you still have panels, you still have the inverter that converts it. Like, what is there something different with the gear?
I think um okay, here's the differences from my understanding. Like um well, if you touch your main panel, um you just need a certified solar company to do it. That's pretty much it. Like you just there's a lot more regulations. You have to work with your power provider to let them know you're installing a solar system. There's just more intricacies with it. That's all it really is. And I mean, I looked into it a bit, and it just sounded fun to
Well, I
try.
mean,
I don't know. I kind of like pulled
the
the
nice
trigger on it. I wasn't really thinking about it too hard.
the
It
nice
seemed
thing
fun.
is if you ever van life an old school bus, you
Oh
just
yeah.
haul all that shit with you because it's completely detachable from your house. You basically just have a highly sophisticated camping setup as far as I'm concerned.
I'm well set up to go to Burning Man and set up a whole
Ah,
solar grid. You're right.
but you're not gonna drive down with that shit. That's so far.
Yeah, I know, right? People do it. People freaking do it. They U-Haul all the way
Would you
down
go?
there. I would totally
Would you
do it.
go again?
I would go again.
You would?
I would go again when I have a friend or two who wants to go, and they need an in, and I'm the one in who knows how to go. So like when
Yeah,
somebody
yeah.
when somebody wants to go to Burning Man and is excited about it. I remember this is okay. This is the same filter you're talking about, cold-plunge sauna. You only go to Burning Man if you know you can handle it. It is not an easy thing
Ah,
to go to, right? You really need to have a number of little skills to go to Burning Man. It's not a place that most people should go.
it self-selects, I guess, right? It's not like Coachella where you just Airbnb in Palm Springs or something and then off you go.
Yeah, I mean, I think there is versions of that at Burning Man. Like there is sort of packages that you could pay. They're just really expensive. Like you got to pay
Weren't they
20.
saying
You know.
weren't they saying that it was becoming played out though because of those packages? So now it's like super retail and it's doesn't have like the original spirit that it
I
was
think
founded on.
I think it got infected a little bit, but
Yeah.
it's nowhere close to what other festivals are like. It still requires a lot of resilience. Mostly, I think the resilience mostly comes to the fact that like you don't get a shower. Like showers are not a thing you get at Burning Man. Um, and like
Hmm.
you have to do like there's work to be done. You have to get ice. You have to get propane. While you're there. So you have to do things to survive while you're there. Um, yeah, I think there is ways to go for if you want to have a slightly easier time. Um, but that's not the
What's the
fun part. The fun part is the builders. Like what we were talking about a second ago was bringing a solar kit there. That's the fun part. The fun part is you every year you're supposed to work on a project and bring it down there and present it to everybody, right? Like That's the fun. It's sort of an
For
engineer's
sure.
dream, right?
It's an industrial art with music, and you're just like, look at this thing I did. It's like a free expression of creativity, but it also needs to be functional because it's like you're in a inhospitable environment.
Yeah. So one of my friends, what he built in a previous year was a something called a puffer. And what it is like it's a propane tank with a 1 inch pipe that goes about 12 feet in the air, and then a couple solenoid valves, right? And a sparker, right? And then if you can see where this is going, and then you properly tie the propane tank pipe to the ground with like three poles so it doesn't tip over, right? Like
Uh-huh.
three ropes or something.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you press the switch and you send a fireball into the air, and it's wicked cool at night, right? Like, and that's not that complicated to build, but it's still not that easy to build that. Like, you have to do the work. And so my one thing I brought to Burning Man was I built a little AC unit for myself. Um, this is like a classic Burning Man project that people build. It's
Mhm.
you get a 5 gallon tub, so a 5 gallon like Home Depot bucket, right? Um, you drill holes in the side of it. You get this piece of foam that goes in the middle that's got like really good material for water wicking. You put a little pump, like a little water pump in the bottom of it, and you pump
Yeah, it's an
water.
evaporative cooler. Yeah, yeah.
You got it, right? So evaporative cooler, right? So the water comes up and drips down into that foam, and then you have a little computer fan that blows out
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
air into a tube,
It's like
right?
a swamp cooler.
You
Yeah,
got it, swamp cooler. So I built a swamp cooler for my first year and made a big difference. Like I had AC in my
totally.
room,
I for sure. That's cool.
and that was my fun thing. But I had to set up my own solar to do that. Like I had my own solar kit to.
Yeah, yeah.
It's fun. Would you
Yeah.
go?
I don't know. I mean, I guess the answer is no because I haven't gone. And like it's my type of music for the
Dude, it's
most part.
totally your type of music. You would love the music
Oh,
I play.
I watch Burning Man sets all the time. Like I've watched a bunch from this year. I think it's the dust. Like I'm not a camper, right? Like I don't know. Maybe it's the growing up poor thing. It's like, man, why go back to that? Like I get it, but it's like I went up. I don't need to go back down. No. But yeah, it would be fun. Like I get like it's a cool thing to say you did, but like I have other friends who've gone. It like almost never comes up. I don't know. I think it's got to be done for yourself, and I just it's never appealed to me enough. Like I wouldn't say no in the right conditions, but I don't know that I would like really push to do it. You know, it's like going to a strip club. I'll go with you to a strip club. Like you'll never see me be like, "Hey, Adil, let's go to a strip club." Like it's just not that interesting to me. But I'm not
I,
against it per se.
I think you're right, and that's pretty similar to the reason why I went. Is I had a friend that went on a regular basis, and I could
Like
tag along. But then once I
totally.
when, once they when I started hearing the planning, I got into it a bit. Like I was like, oh well,
Sure.
I don't want to go in a sucky way. I want to go like you know with as many bells and whistles as I can bring. So you know.
Yeah. I definitely need to go as like a princess though. And like someone needs to do like the bulk of the work. Like Shambhala was kind of like that. Like I went, but like I had gone with like seasoned pros who like did a lot of work for me. So I would, and then once you know, of course, you can be taking more of a leader role. But like I think for the first time, you definitely want to be like have your hands held a bit, I think.
Yeah, you
Or
definitely
maybe
do.
that's just my age.
No, you want a little bit of hand holding. You want somebody. I mean, you just want an experienced camp that has stuff. Yeah, yeah. And I didn't make it this year, and I don't know when I'll go next. But I feel like now that I have a house, I can maybe work on projects like that. that could go
But
that
you
would
have
be more
no,
excited
but
for
you
me.
have no garage. So like you can't,
Yes, I
do you have
have
like a
no
shop
garage.
space?
Okay, so I have an exterior deck,
Okay.
which I use as my shop. So I have a miter saw there, and I have a work table in the basement. Yeah, it's not great to be honest. And I have
Can you put a garage in?
oh, I can. So I can put a double garage in my front yard, and I could even maybe put a suite on top as well if I really wanted to go crazy. But the problem is, I lose my front yard. It takes over the entire front yard, and I have a sweet front yard. So I don't know. I don't know if I want that yet because my front yard is awesome. You know how most people have, like you have a little townhouse and you have this tiny piece of grass in front of it that nobody goes out into, and everybody in the world has front yards they never use. Like I think the extent of people's front yards they use is like they sit on their porch maybe once a year or something like
Oh yeah,
that.
it's totally dumb for sure.
So for some reason, my front yard isn't like that. It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't work. I don't know why. Because it's secluded. It feels like a private green space,
That's
and
cool.
so because of that, I can sit in the sun, drink a coffee, watch Lyric play in the grass, and just chill. And I don't feel like anybody's even around me. So it's just it feels very good. But yeah, I mean, I've been considering it, and I think
Yo, I saw that like people I saw a project like in the Manchester industrial area, and it was like basically they are renting out uh, warehouse lofts with roughed in plumbing and stuff and a mezzanine so people can basically have their man cave
whoa,
off site to their house. You know what I mean?
oh, does that work? I don't know how that
I don't
works.
know. I don't think it does because it's like, hey, you want to come to 40th Ave Southeast and hang out? I don't think that works, right?
Who wants to commute to their man cave? I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't.
I don't think it works either. But I saw an ad for it. I clicked on it. I'm like, oh, that's a cool concept.
So, have you
Unless
heard
you're
of?
like mega rich, unless you're like mega rich, like Joe Rogan's podcast studio, and then it has like all
Okay,
his
that makes sense.
cars
That makes sense.
underneath it.
Okay, if you have a big space, okay, he's built a whole ecosystem around his podcast, hasn't he? Like, from
Yeah,
my,
of course.
isn't his podcast next to that comedy club that he built? Isn't that what's
Oh,
going
I
on
don't know
there?
if it's next to it, but I know
Maybe
like
it is.
his
Okay.
old space, his he had like a float tank in his like you could like I think that's what they're trying to model, right? It's like the wannabe mini Rogans. So like in theory, you could set up your sauna and cold plunge, park your summer car there, set up like I don't know.
Okay, this is something interesting. This is for like apartment living, like you want a man cave with your apartment. That makes some sense. Um,
Yeah. And then in theory it's like it's not co-housing, but it's like co-hobbying. Like, does that work if it's like, hey, Dill, I'll see you at the man cave and we'll just do like a 1 hour sauna cold plunge and then play some foosball, maybe like set up one axe throwing lane
you
and
know
then
what?
like 10 people can access it? Like, does that work?
I think that works. That works for people who don't have houses. I think that's totally it. But if you have a house, you likely have one part of your house that is man cavey, like whether
Yeah, but
it's
it's not like golf sim man cave though, right?
oh, it's
It's like
definitely not
you
golf
might
sim.
have
Yeah.
like what's most people's house setup? It's shit. I think of all my friends who have a house setup, it's like they have a sound bar and an 80-inch TV, but it's like always set up wrong, you know?
Huh.
It's not proper.
Yeah. It's interesting. I could see how some people could be appealed to that. Um,
I think I just talked myself into it. Like, because I have so many friends who want to stay inner city. It's like, okay, meet you at. It'd be like when you had your business, right? And we're like, why don't we just throw a party at your work?
oh,
Because it's like the biggest space
I'm
kind of
so
thing.
sad we lost it. I'm still sad archery closed. It was such a great space.
But doesn't it mean that you have to own it? Like you can't just let someone kick you out or like double your rent. Like you have to fucking have the title to like that bay, you know?
Oh,
I don't know.
that's what's going to
So I
happen
think
with.
that's what they've done.
That's cool.
They've like condominiumized industrial space, right? So you don't have to own the whole strip. You just get your unit kind of thing.
Yeah, that's cool. And
Anyway,
how,
I thought
how
it was interesting.
I'll have to go take a look. That's a different model for sure.
It's inner city-ish too, right? Like you're kind of just by
So that's the other
mission.
problem with where archery was. Being in the Northeast, it was just a little less good, right? Um,
Totally.
yeah, I have a
I think I
feeling
just talked myself into it.
axe throwing is probably going to close one of these years, if I were to guess, which is too bad as well. Um,
Do you just hit like the corporate team building hard though? Like, I think all you do is you just fucking. I would just turn on like LinkedIn marketing or something, man, and just like
I think
go
the
after all the corporate events.
okay, what happens? I think I've seen this now happen. I've seen this happen in real life in my businesses, but I've seen it with other businesses. And now I understand it. Fundamentally, what happens is the owners become not there, and they just stop caring. And when the owners aren't there, it just slowly deteriorates, and the upkeep
What are
slowly
the owners
deteriorates.
doing though? What are the owners doing when it like in axe throwing though? Like to me, that's just like you hire like an ops manager for like 60K a year or
The
less.
but the owners keep the profitability in the green. They keep things profitable and above a certain
People
level.
just get sloppy. People just get
People get
sloppy. They
it's
start printing on
slow.
one side only, you
Yeah,
know?
exactly. It slowly deteriorates and becomes less and less good. And I think again, owners bring a certain level of passion and caring to things typically. And I think it's typically and the best kind of owner is one that loves their business, right? That wants to
Mhm.
provide, the highest quality turkey sandwich or, you know, wants to give the customers a great experience. And I think
How is that reflected in axe throwing though? Like what is the owner of axe throwing doing that
Well,
like
I think what they'd be showing up to league nights, and they'd be showing up to
mm,
community building, and they show up. They take part in the hosting a little bit. They're just checking in on things. I think that's it. And when there's not enough passion and caring about something, it deteriorates. And that's why I've seen so many businesses over the years where I'm just like, man, why is this ran so not great? And I think it's because they're 20 years old and the owners got tired of it. They moved on to bigger things, or it wasn't their jam anymore. I get that. Um, I think I understand why that happens, and it just does.
what's your next best idea once I perfectly time the AI bubble and cash out?
Oh, no idea. I don't. I wish. I
Nothing
wish I
yet?
had nothing. Nothing's really hit me loud enough to be good. Yeah, I got nothing. I got nothing right now, and I think I'm not really searching for it, but yeah.
No, no, no. I mean, you shouldn't have to search. Like it should just come across your feet or like
I'd like to think
interesting.
my handy skills are going to be useful in the future, but we'll see if they ever do. I don't know. I mean, if AI
Right.
takes all the computer jobs away or all the white collar jobs away, maybe physicality will be one of the skills that matters. Probably not.
Could it be, I don't know, you help people put up Christmas lights? Like what are you thinking here?
Oh, Jesus, that is a
Which I've
profitable
heard are actually
business.
lucrative businesses.
Really
I
profitable
know.
business. I know a guy who runs one. He makes a ton of money. Yeah, I mean, oh God, I don't know. I don't know if I
It's
want to
just
do
so
that.
unsexy. It's
It's not
so
sexy at
unsexy.
all. It's so not sexy.
Or
Okay.
like or like wasp nest removal, you know?
Totally.
Guy on
Uh,
YouTube who does that.
yeah.
He just sucks them up in a shop vac.
Uh,
It's the Hornet King channel, in case you ever care.
might look at that.
There's a certain like meditativeness to it. You literally just watch a guy suck up wasps. That's like a 30-minute video of him just sucking up a wasp nest. And then he like feeds all the dead wasps to his chickens at the end. And then that's like the payoff. But every video is that.
Wow, he feeds it to his chickens. Dead
Dude, they're
wasps?
so
They're all
healthy.
they're dead,
Yeah, it's like
obviously,
just
right?
free protein for them. And then they eat like all the larvae when he like busts up the nests. And these chickens are like so fat and like so healthy, right? It's just like free protein.
Wow.
So you have to be a farmer. It's a perfect synergy. Yeah.
I've been watching. I've been
Well,
watching.
man,
We should call it soon here. I've been watching
what are you watching?
Mamdani win the New York election coming up.
Did he win?
It hasn't won yet. I think it's in a week or two or here. I don't know what it is. It's pretty soon. Um, but it seems like he's gonna win, and definitely, man. What was I thinking here? I was thinking that the reason why he's winning is because he took on, an interesting messaging platform. But in particularly, he's using TikTok and Instagram Reels. He's using shorts. He's using aggressive shorts in his campaigning. And I'm
Totally makes
wondering,
sense, right?
fuck, this is what I was trying to pitch for our, municipal election. And I wonder if I don't think there was a window for it where nobody did that. And I think that was the winning move. It was just being really good at socials. But I wonder, I think there's one big factor is that you either have to capture like social media earlier. Like I saw there was one counselor in New York who was a big Black Lives Matter guy like 6 years ago, and he built a big following, and then he pivoted that to running for an election. Um, and I think that's interesting. I was just thinking that, man, that's an easy low hanging fruit right now. If you just are good at shorts, you can capture politics. And I'm just sad we didn't get to do it.
You gonna do it again?
I don't
I
know.
think, man, I think you're onto something with this Polymarket thing, though. Like, apparently, okay, I just learned, I don't know how it works, but like, you can now sports bet through Polymarket and somehow skirt sports betting laws. I don't understand that. Like, you can basically sports bet on Polymarket now, and it's somehow legal
I bet on
because
the Jays. I
one,
mean, I don't know.
but it's one step removed. Because like sports betting isn't legal in every state still, but somehow with Polymarket or Kalshi you can, because it's
So,
like not betting.
um, well, I mean, you could use cryptocurrency, which is one big factor. Um,
Yeah,
you can't be blocked, right? Okay, so it's decentralized, right? So you don't, even if the website's blocked, you can still bet on the blockchain. So nothing's blocked,
right.
right? That's one big factor. Um, yeah, Polymarket hasn't become legal in the States yet. Lots of people in the States are betting on it because they can just bypass, right? Um,
VPN, right? Or is that easy?
yeah, I mean VPN, and then just have a wallet of cryptocurrency. You don't nobody KYCs you. You just can get in and play, right? So it's pretty easy
Totally.
to do. Um,
Man,
my traffic's up a ton. I have 70K. Okay, my plan was actually to put an ad up for Draft Kit, so I'll probably do that one of these days. Um,
it's closed now though.
damn. So hockey's over. Oh fuck. When did
What
oh
started? So
god, yeah. Okay, well I'll do that
hockey started last month.
got it. I'll do that in the future here. It's
That'd be
definitely
interesting.
it's definitely something I should be working more on. And I've been a little lazy about it.
Let's
It's
do
just
it. Let's do it before we start up in July and see. Because I have 10 years of data, so I'll know exactly what spike is from you. Like I'll know almost for sure what's from you.
I've been having to maintain the code because it keeps breaking. Like things break all over the place, and I have to like go fix
Hmm.
things, which has been good for me because it's a higher level than I'm qualified for. There's just a boatload of data, right? Um, it's just millions and millions and millions of records. So it's it's interesting. I know I can turn it profitable. I just have been a little lazy. Haven't really cared.
Well, I think you've got something there, and then I think the question is just what is the best way to take it? Where what like what direction, right? You can't do everything, but
So
you're definitely onto something there, you
can
know?
you tell me what you think it's worth? Um, okay, if Polymarket's worth $15 billion, That's what they're raised at this week, right? Okay. And if I get 0.3% of their traffic, let's say, and how about if I'm second in line to traffic, like there's Polymarket, and then there's me as an SEO search below Polymarket. Like it's first page Google. I'm number two, right? For
Yeah, I think you're
for
above the
Polymarket
fold.
data.
Probably worth. I think it's probably worth a couple million.
You think so? That's
If
that
but you need
that's
to.
crazy. That's crazy. But it's
But I think
possible, right?
but I think you need to position it in a way. I mean, I think depending on your data set, people might just want to buy your data set and not the site. I don't know what's going on in the back end there, but
So
you know,
if I were to guess, competitors should want to. Um, I don't know though. I don't know if it is valuable enough. Because maybe
I
there's
mean,
no inherent edge, but I think there is
if
some.
you were really wanting to flip it, it would be something I would just hire a broker to do, give them the commission that they want, but
That's a
they
good
might be
idea.
able to shop that around for you.
That's a
And
good
just like,
idea.
okay, well, you give me $1 million, have 30%.
Totally,
Cares?
totally. No, I think you're right, and I think I should get off my butt and do some more work into it. I've been doing the bare minimum of maintaining it, and I do have a couple leads in to get some basic growth. Um, yeah, what I really need to do is put 40-hour weeks into it. I don't want to. I just don't want to.
Get some sleep, break out of depression in the
Get
same spot.
less sleep.
Sorry, get less sleep. I gotta get a bit more sleep, maybe. Can't do anything when you're depressed. Can't do anything when you're sleeping bad. If you're sleeping bad, you like all you care about is your bad sleep, right? It's like your discipline is out the window, your good habits are out the window. You're more like susceptible to like just getting free dopamine, like you have no willpower. So like I think I should take my own advice, but like man, getting good sleep is like honestly the base of the pyramid to do anything. I think younger me didn't have to, and now I do. And that also sucks.
Yep. When are you back? When are you back in Calgary?
Ski trip, January,
Oh, not in January.
40th birthday ski trip.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, let me know if you know anyone who would want to
Wants to
go.
join?
I think I have like 5, 6 spots left.
Okay.
I haven't really mass marketed it, but I think I'd rather be more selective.
Selective.
But
Okay.
now that I have two, I maybe don't have that many people who are both rich enough to afford it and want to ski. I don't know. I got
Heard
5 or 6 spots left. So if you think of anyone,
Sunshine's opening this week, which is kind of crazy. They got a ton
that's
of snow.
crazy.
They got a ton of
That's
snow
awesome.
this weekend, so kind of crazy.
Oh man, I bought new snowboarding boots after like 10 years and it's fucking night and day. I
Ooh,
don't know what it is. The technology now is crazy, man, but
ooh, I might do that. That's been on my
it's
list.
like fun again. It's like fun again. It doesn't hurt my
Ooh,
feet anymore.
nice. That matters.
I always thought it was my bindings, and it's like, no, I just needed better boots. What was I smoking? I paid like $1,000 for those boots, but fuck.
Nice,
I snowboarded like 4 days in a row, and like my feet were fine.
nice. That matters. All right, buddy. Well, good podcast.
See you later. Oh,